Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it is DVD Blu-ray update time for you guys. I've got a lot to get through, so I'm not going to waste any time. And we're going to start with the one and only non-horror title first, and that is the 70s version of King Kong. Umbrella recently released this both on Blu-ray and DVD, so I decided to pick this one up. I've never seen it before, but it has been one that I've been wanting to check out for a while. And I do love the cover art. Alright, moving on to some DVDs. First up we have Lake Placid The Final Chapter, or Lake Placid 4. I'm a massive fan of the original film and I still need to check out part 2 and 3. I don't even think they've been released here in Australia, so I might have to import those. But as I said, I wanted to check out this for a while and picked it up for cheap, and surprisingly it was pretty good. Apart from some pretty terrible looking effects on the crocs, overall this was a really enjoyable and fun film, and it was pretty awesome to see Robert Englund in a main role within this film. He was pretty awesome, so I do recommend this, especially if you are a fan of the other Lake Placid films. Then I have been checking out eBay lately just for a few rare and out of print horror movies that I've been wanting for a while, and I'm glad that I did because I came across two. The first one is Prophecy. This one is brand new sealed, so I'm not too sure if this is back in print, but I do know for quite some time this was fairly hard to come by as it was out of print. This is the US release, and I've been wanting this creature feature for ages now, so glad to finally own this one. Killer Bear movie, so I'm definitely going to be checking this one out sometime this month, so that's Prophecy. The next one I know is still out of print, at least for the individual single release, and that is Wolfen. This is the Australian version, and I got this for a really good price, so I was extremely happy with that. $10 posted, which I was happy with, since you don't come across this one too often and it is out of print. Like Prophecy, I've been wanting to see this film for quite some time, so this will be another one that I'll watch sometime this month. Alright, moving on to the Blu-rays, and first up we have a box set of Friday the 13th. So the Friday the 13th complete Blu-ray collection. Now originally I had not planned to pick this one up. I own a few of the movies on Blu-ray, well, all the ones that were available separately, plus I own a couple of box sets of the franchise. So I didn't really feel the need initially to pick this one up, but after seeing unboxings and some pretty positive reviews on the transfers, I decided it was worth it, and it was worth it. I'm really happy with the set. My only complaint with it though is I wish they'd put the Friday the 13th title on the spine, so when I display it on its side I can see what it is, but that's just a minor complaint. I'm not going to do an unboxing. You guys probably have seen several already. You know what is included in this set. I haven't checked out any of this set yet, but I will definitely be doing so over the month. So I definitely recommend that if you're a Friday the 13th fan, but I'm sure most of you already own it. And then to go along with that, I picked up the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. Have not got around to checking any of this out either, but I will definitely be doing so within the next month. Alright, moving on. Next we have Hatchet 3. Not going to go on too much about this movie in this update because I've already done a fairly lengthy review. It was more of a rant actually on this film, so if you're interested in in-depth opinions and want to know what I think of this movie, please check out that review video. All I'm going to say though is it did wrap up the trilogy nicely, I'm going to give it that, but this was extremely disappointing. Finally added a couple more Scream titles into my collection. You guys know what I think of Scream Factory, they're a fantastic company. So I had to pick up Day of the Dead. Despite already owning a few different editions of this movie, on Blu-ray. I own 2 other editions on Blu-ray already. Had to pick this one up. I was interested in the different special features, and of course the artwork is absolutely amazing on this release. One of my favourites from Scream Factory. I know I say that every time, but the artwork is incredible. This is probably my favourite zombie movie, so it was pretty much a no-brainer that this would be added to the collection. I haven't checked this one out yet, but no doubt it's going to be a fantastic release to an amazing movie. And finally got in The Fog. This is a great John Carpenter movie, an absolute classic, definitely in my top 5 Carpenter flicks, and this was another no-brainer. Definitely excited to have this in the collection now. There's a bunch of special features and the artwork is pretty cool. So that is The Fog. If you've never seen this, I do recommend the movie. It's a classic. Alright, moving on to some Halloween goodness, of course, and you guys know it. Picked up the Halloween 35th Anniversary Blu-ray. Pretty nice edition. It's great to see some new special features on the disc. I do have a few minor complaints with it though. The major one is the housing of the disc, which I'm not impressed with at all. I think Anchor Bay have kind of dropped the ball and gone on the cheap side with that. They should have put a spindle right there like every other digipack, or digibook, sorry, and displayed the disc that way. Plus, there's nothing on the back in terms of artwork. It's just plain black. Now, I am so glad that I checked out unboxing and review videos of this edition prior to picking it up, because initially I wasn't going to, and I'm glad I did, because since there's a plain back, which I didn't know about until I checked out the videos, I'm going to keep the piece of info paper on the back. If I'd never checked out the videos, I would have ripped this thing off and been majorly disappointed with nothing but blackness on the back of the digibook. So that's rather disappointing. But overall though, I think this is a fantastic release, especially in terms of the disc, which is basically most important, isn't it? I haven't checked out the movie in full yet, or at least this edition, but from what I've flicked through about half of it, and I can easily say this is the best the movie has ever looked on any home video format. So if you're looking for the best the movie's looked in terms of transfer and picture quality, this is the release to pick up. I own a few different editions on Blu-ray, and this is easily the best looking out of every edition basically. So really happy with that. And in terms of the new special features, I've checked out the hour-long documentary with Jamie Lee Curtis. That's pretty much worth the $20 alone. That was a fucking amazing documentary. I loved it. I've gained so much respect for Jamie after watching that documentary. She explains her reasons why she's never really acknowledged the franchise. And it was just awesome to see her at the Horror Hound convention. So basically, the $20, that documentary paid for it, in my opinion. So I definitely recommend this release, obviously, and really happy also that the cover art is slightly different. I really like that. There's a bit of embossing on the Myers mask, which is cool. But yeah, overall guys, most of you have been picking this one up, which is awesome to see. But if you haven't, and you are a fan of the film, which I really don't see how anyone can dislike this movie, there is a few of you. But anyway, definitely the release to pick up. So I cannot wait to fully watch this movie on October 31st, and also very excited to check out the audio commentary on this one. Alright, enough on that. Move on to the last 2 titles, and these are both Umbrella releases. I own both movies already on a Blu-ray and multiple DVD editions, but I had to pick up the Australian Blu-ray releases of Halloween 4. and Halloween 5. I've checked out the transfers. Like, I haven't watched the movies in full, but I have just skipped through them to check out the transfers. Nothing too special. They're pretty much the same Blu-ray transfers as overseas releases, but there are some special features on the discs, and you know, I wanted to support the Umbrella Blu-rays anyway. Part 4, as most of you know, is awesome. I love it, and it's probably my favourite sequel, especially in terms of the Halloween feel. This film is fantastic. Halloween 5, on the other hand, not really a massive fan of it, to be completely honest. I don't really re-watch this one too often, and it's definitely one of my least favourite in the franchise, but still wanted to pick it up. If anyone is interested, special features wise, it has, well, Halloween 5 has an audio commentary with director Danielle Harris and Jeffrey Landman, and it also has a theatrical trailer and Halloween 5 on the set, and it is region free. In terms of special features on Halloween 4, this one has an audio commentary with Ellie Cornell and Danielle Harris, a discussion panel with cast and crew of Halloween 4 and 5. Haven't checked that one out, that sounds pretty cool, and a theatrical trailer, and it's also region free. So, and these releases are pretty cheap at most places. I think they're about $13 at the moment at JB Hi-Fi, and they're about $15 at Big W, which is fantastic for new release catalogue titles, I think. So, well worth picking up if you live in Australia and you're wanting both of these films on Blu-ray. Alright guys, that does it for this update. Definitely let me know what you think of the movies I've picked up. And if you've seen Prophecy or Wolfen, I'm definitely keen to hear your quick opinions on those. So definitely let me know in the comment section. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this update. I hope everyone's having a happy and safe Halloween month so far, and you're all watching plenty of horror films, and thank you for watching.